Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Crafty Christmas in July 2023 YouTube collaboration hosted by Lisa from Paper Lace and Bling and Terry from Sweet Pea Papers. This year there are several of us participating in the collaboration, so go ahead and check out all of those channels. Everything is listed in the description box below, along with Etsy shops and Facebook groups. You want to check those out because there's all kinds of stuff going on for the entire month of July. Now, if you have been following along with me, you know that we have been making daily spreads for a December daily. I have my first 2 signatures complete. We are starting in the second signature with day number 17. I had mentioned when we finished the first signature, the first 9 pages, that I didn't think that my little cover that I made was going to be big enough. And now that I have my first 2 signatures done, that is definitely the case. So you'll see here it has turned out to be quite chunky and I am not done. So I am definitely going to be making a new cover, so that will be coming soon. But for now, we're going to work on pages 17 and 18 in the December daily. For page 17, I'm going to be using this large piece from this die set from Elizabeth Craft Designs. And I've actually cut this here from this paper. So this was one entire piece cut from that. Then I just cut this across the bottom where the score line was. I folded the insides here. There are 2 little holes here. I just threaded a ribbon through it and tied it in a bow just to give it some decoration. I'm going to start with this side first, then we'll come back to this. Now for this one, to cover up these holes, I did cut a piece of gold paper that'll go right over top of those holes there. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere this piece on to my paper first to cover my holes and get it ready. And then I will be adding that to my page as a pocket for the page. To make this a pocket, I'm just going to add a thin line of adhesive around the 3 sides, leaving the top portion open so I can tuck something inside. Now the piece that I have cut for the inside is quite long, so I'm going to be placing my pocket down towards the bottom of the page so that I have plenty of room for my tag to fit inside of my pocket. So this is another piece from Elizabeth Craft Designs. It is from this set here. We used this in a previous spread, so it's that long card and it's got some notches in it here. I cut this off to make it a little bit shorter so it'll fit on the page. And I took this from the Graphic 45 paper. It was just a leftover piece. I fussy cut it. I think it was from the signature piece around the frame. And I'm just going to place this here along this edge. And I've decided that this is going to be the top of my tag, so that will be sticking out of the top of the pocket. I'm going to leave it completely plain on the back, so there's room for photos or journaling, also room here, whatever is needed on day 17. So that fits perfectly in my pocket there. And then I'm going to take my little Warm Wishes piece from the cut apart sheet and add my adhesive here and just apply this right in the center of my pocket here. Now for this side, I'm going to take the actual piece that was supposed to be the pocket. I'm going to turn it into a pocket by adding my adhesive here on this bottom piece, or on the side pieces, and then also on the bottom edge. And then I'm going to add it down here at the bottom of the page. Next, I've got my number 17 that I'm going to apply right to this upper right hand section here, and I'm just going to center it over what's left of the cream paper from the top of the paper to the pocket. part, or this is from the die cut assortment. I'm going to just place it here on my page. And then for the pocket, I have one of the postage stamp die cuts. This is from Annette Green's Everything's Blooming collection from Elizabeth Craft Designs. And then I'm going to mat my little birdie from the paper onto some of the gold patterns and solids, just so that it stands out a little bit more on this black background. And then the back is just solid black, and I'm going to leave that so there's room for a photo, or you can journal on this if you use a white gel pen. So whatever is needed for this day. So very simple, and I'm going to add this in here. Don't like that it's covering the 17. It's one thing I didn't think about when I was placing it, and I should have, because I don't like that. So I'm actually going to make something different for this pocket because I want to be able to see the 17. So I will use my little postage stamp piece on another layout. So I'm going to save this, but for this, I'm just going to add these two pieces from my paper into my pocket here, because I can stack them side by side and still see that number 17, which is what I want to be able to see. So next, I'm going to go ahead and add some gems to my page. Starting with my red gems, I'm going to add them in a strip up my gold paper on this pocket here. So I'm going to start at the top and the bottom, and then I'm going to space them equally out along this gold strip of paper. On this side, I'm going to add my gems. Across the top of the pocket, and I think I'm going to use the gold ones for this so that they stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to let all of my gems dry, and then we'll go on to spread number 18. I'm going to start spread 18 on the cream colored side. So I've used one of my doily dies. This is the large doily die from Annette Green's Everything's Blooming collection, Elizabeth Craft Designs, and I'm going to place it here towards the top of the page. Then I've used one of the circle dies, and I'm going to place a black circle right in the center of it. That'll be the spot for the photo. Then I'm going to add my 18 and my Miriam Bright sentiment down at the bottom. So the 18 is going to go in that lower left-hand corner. And my Miriam Bright sentiment is going to break up this white space down at the bottom. I'm going to leave it like this for now, and then we'll come back and add gems. I'm going to be using my card that I made for layout 17 but ended up not using, and I'm just going to make a simple pocket. I've cut some of the border strips, and I'm just going to add my adhesive on the sides and on the bottom. It's going to be a very shallow pocket, and I'm going to start this about 1/8 of an inch up from the bottom edge. And then I have another border strip that I'm just going to adhere to the top of the page to give it a little bit of decoration to break up some of that black space at the top of the page. And then my journaling card will fit right down in there in the center. And now we're ready to add the gems. I'm going to start with my gold gems, placing one here in the center of my flower. And then I'm going to place one on the corner of each corner of the little black card with the bird on it. On the doily, I'm going to place one red gem in the center of each of these little star or flower cutouts around the entire doily. So that's it for number 17 and 18 in today's video. So make sure you stay tuned for the next video where we'll do pages 19 and 20. And don't forget to check out all the other YouTube channels linked in the description box below to see all of their content as well. Don't forget to check out some of the Etsy shops for some specials and some Facebook groups for some challenges and fun giveaways. Thank you for watching and have a great day.